Everyday millionaires make it a point to understand and apply this very critical strategy for investing to build and grow their financial future. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through what you need to know about how compound interest works. And then I'm going to share 4 essential and very strategic tips that you can apply along the path of your investing journey. Now, here's the context for how compounding works. With only a little bit of interest combined with a lot of time, compound interest can help grow a portfolio quite significantly. Compound interest is achieved by reinvesting earned interest back into the principal of an investment, and as you reinvest the interest by adding it to your investments, they can grow exponentially over time. Now, the idea can be a little abstract, I get it. So let's look at a hypothetical scenario to better understand the potential and the power of compound interest. Suppose there are 2 investors who have a starting balance of, let's say, $10,000 each. They both decide to buy the exact same investments on the same date, and they both plan to hold their investments for 30 years. But one investor plans to withdraw the interest at the end of each year, while the other plans to reinvest the interest and let it compound. Now, let's fast forward 30 years to see the difference in potential returns. In this example, let's suppose the investment earned, let's say a rate of 7% per year. The investor withdrawing interest every year would then earn $700 per year, and over 30 years, the earnings would have totaled about $21,000. But let's do some math and see how much of a difference reinvesting the interest could have made. The investor who reinvested the interest would have possibly earned more than $76,000. Now, this is more than triple the returns of the other investor. So this example really illustrates the power of compound interest. But now let's take it to another level and discuss the importance of time. Compounding over a long period of time could potentially lead to even more significant growth of an investment. Let's look at another hypothetical example to understand how important time is to compounding. Suppose 2 investors have portfolios worth $100,000. Each portfolio holds identical investments. Each year, both investors save and invest an additional $10,000. And let's assume that with compounding, again, their portfolios grow at a rate of 7% per year. One investor, however, needs the money to retire in 15 years. The other will need the money to retire in 30 years. So again, let's see what a difference of 15 years can make. And at the end of 15 years, the investor's portfolio would have grown to just over $527,000. Not so bad. But let's see how much the other investor would have earned. Because when we do the math, it turns out the additional 15 years of compounding would result in his portfolio growing to more than $1.7 million. And that happens to be 3 times the return of the other investor. So now I hope you understand how time can impact growth. And I want to share 4 ways that you can harness the power of compounding even to another level. Now, the first step, and perhaps one of the most important, is to start investing early. The earlier you start, the sooner you can start taking advantage of and or leveraging time on the compounding. The next step is reinvesting your earnings. When it comes to investing, earnings are typically in the form of or a combination of capital gains or dividends. Some brokerages will actually allow you to automatically reinvest these earnings, or you may choose to simply buy different investments. The third step is to avoid one of the biggest obstacles investors face, and that is taking excessive and most often emotionally driven risks that can lead to very large losses. After all, compounding only works if you're earning on your investments, and picking the right investment, even when it's based on the data, not emotion, is easier said than done. Now, because the reality is that no matter how much we research investments, sometimes we make the wrong call and we in fact lose money, which is only to say that there are no guarantees. But the good news is you can avoid taking excessive risks that may lead to large losses, and that is by following the 4th step. And you can take risk mitigating measures such as allocating your portfolio across different asset classes and diversifying your portfolio within each asset class, which can help reduce some of the risk in a portfolio. Again, however, asset allocation and diversification do not entirely eliminate the risk of loss, but it can help to avoid large losses. So a reminder and a final tip. Remember to resist the temptations of taking excessive risks or of not taking any risks at all and staying on the sidelines. Because when it comes to compound interest, slow and steady has proven to be a highly effective approach in winning the race to building your wealth. If you got some value or entertainment from this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about diversification, take a look at the video of how to diversify for 2023.